Hey guys, Nelson here from Billet Automotive Buttons. I'm just making this video to give a bit of a rundown on the different button sizes we sell. So these are the 16mm buttons that we sell. The 16mm represents the hole size needed for them to fit. So they're pretty much the smallest sort of button we sell, and I can only laser etch the outer bezel of these due to the small size of them. And 19mm buttons, these are fairly popular. The only downside with these is they can be kind of tedious to push because they're a little bit too small still. So if you got sausage fingers or gloves on, they're going to be rather difficult to push. So that's something else to think about. The 22mm buttons, which is these are a great size. They're easy to push, they're good quality button, and yeah, they function well, so they're my pick. 28mm buttons, these are big button, they're good for engine starts or ignition kills, etc. So pretty much wherever you really want to have a big button. Also too, I thought I'd better show you guys this, is Momentary buttons. So Momentary are basically what you use for a horn button or an engine start. You push them and they come back up when you let go. And a latching button is you push it in and it latches in. So this is what you use for a fuel pump, your light bars and all that sort of stuff. And same as these are all latching buttons, so you push them in, they latch in and they stay on. Okay, I'm just going to run some basic wiring of the buttons. I'm just going to use a 9-volt battery to show you how they work. So the green wires are basically two wires you're going to use as your switching wires. So for 99% of people, you're not even going to need to use the white wires. So you can just basically, once you get rid of those, you can think of these working rather simple. You got two green wires, which would be your switching wires, and then you got a black and a red, which are for the LED, and you can have them around either way, so it's not going to hurt the LED. Okay, so basically I'm just going to put these two on the battery like that, and once this is pushed, the LED is going to come on with the button. So basically I've got one wire for the LED, which for example you have it running to ground, and the other wire would be going to a positive, and if it was in a car you'd have it going to ignition positive, so you can basically, the button's not going to work until the ignition's turned on. And these other two wires, once the button's pushed, it sends power through this green wire which powers the LED, and that would also go to your relay, or if you weren't using a relay, you'd have it running, going to your light or whatever you got this going to. So yeah, so that's basically how these ones work. And the 19mm, which are basically the same but just have one less wire. The two switching wires are the white and the middle green. So these are the two wires that you have as your switching wires, and then the other two are for the LED. And basically the same as the other one. I'm going to put this on the battery. Once pushed, there's a latching button, this one, so when it pushes it stays on, but that'll basically send power through the white wire, and that'll power the LED, and then you'd also have that run into your light, your relay, so to turn the relay on and turn your accessory on. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the other way. to give you an idea of the normally close. So normally close means is when the button's pushed, now the LED is not on. When it's out, then it's powering this wire. So that's basically how the normally close and normally open work. Hey guys, so these are the RGB buttons which I'm going to be selling very soon. I'm just waiting on some plugs for them to come, so these will be up on the website soon, but I just thought I'd show you some of the functions they have. So what you can see here is purple, which is a colour that I don't normally sell, but with the RGB buttons you can wire them so when you push them they can change colour like that. And let me take this off. So basically you can have it red, you can have it green when it's turned on, and another thing you can do is you can join two of the wires together and you can create different colours. And same with this one here too. This is how you get the purple. Alright, so basically the way I've done this is I've got there's a common for the LED with the RGB buttons, so I've got that common going to the positive on the battery, and then basically the other three wires, let me take these off. So basically the other three wires, these are for the red, green and the blue, and then basically once these touch a negative, they'll basically light the LED. So to get the different colours, they just need to be wired up into the normally open and normally close. So you'd basically you'd wire them like this, for example, and you'd have this one going to power your relay or your light, wherever you got it going to, so accessories. Yeah, so that's basically RGB buttons, and soon I'll be getting a plug, so they'll be nice and easy to wire up, and that's when they'll end up on the website when I've got the plug. So yeah. Okay, so I've hooked up the RGB button, or one of them, to an RGB controller, which you can buy off eBay and Amazon fairly cheap, just to show you some of the other things these buttons can do. Okay, so there's an app called Magic Home you can download to use with these Wi-Fi RGB controllers, and they're completely wireless too. So this is like, you can turn it on and off. It's turning it off, turning it on. So basically this is how you can get all the different colours. You can move this around, you can adjust the brightness, some of the functions. This one is to get the pulsating look going on. That looks pretty cool. And this one here just goes through 7 different colours. So yeah, there's a lot of different colours you can get, like green, blue, yellow, cyan, purple. And you can also make these crossfade, which is pretty cool. So, and you can also go play a song and have it, the LED change colours and jump around to the music too. So it's another thing you can do with this app, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I just thought I'd show you that, just to show you basically some of the functions you can have with the RGB controller and these buttons.